So this video is going to be on a topic that is not related much to social skills, but it kind of is, so I'm going to talk about it. And it's just something that's on my mind, so I'm going to talk about it. So consumerism is the root of 99% of society's problems. Alright, loneliness epidemic, dating crisis, AI problems, renting, housing inflation, all that stuff. It's all the result of consumerism. Because what is consumerism at its root cause? It's making people want things they don't actually need in order to sell them things. And that's how our world runs. Alright, it runs from these people in charge who basically who basically are responsible for making sure the world's retirement money keeps growing. Alright, and when you're a public shareholder, when you're a public company that has shareholders, and you have to meet those shareholder profits, you have to do some nasty things in order to keep making more profits. You have to be ruthless with the competition. You have to pay your workers as little as you can. You gotta cut corners, basically. Let's just start with an example. Looks, alright? Attractiveness. It's a huge industry for both men and women to sell products that cater to people's attractiveness. Now, if we were like 300 years in the past, of course these things would still exist, dresses and skincare products or whatever, but it wouldn't be as prevalent, as rampant, because it just wasn't something that was necessary. We didn't need it. But now, in this day and age, consumerism makes us insecure, and that is what makes us want to buy these things, because we feel like if we don't have these things, we're not going to be able to live the lives that we want. In other words, live lives full of social connection. Funnily enough, that is the solution to consumerism, is social connection. It's being able to spend time with people and to bounce your ideas off them and to just exist with them. That is one of the biggest solutions to the consumerism crisis, because people who are happy don't need external validation. They don't need looks maxing. They don't need skincare products. They don't need fancy cars or watches in order to get their sense of self-worth. And unfortunately, this very topic of social connection has been influenced by consumerism. So there are social skills courses, there are books about social skills, there are personality tests, there are so many things that are meant to help people socially connect with others other than just socially connecting with other people. And the world really plays into our insecurities in order to sell us stuff. So that is why so many of these courses and products do very well. And am I saying that these things are bad in themselves? No, because they do help a lot of people. But what I'm saying is that consumerism starts by selling to a created insecurity. And this created insecurity comes from the messaging that we receive in advertising. And basically, consumerism is just a big self-destructing cycle that will inevitably collapse on itself, like we see in, economic collapse, economic crises. Those things happen because money is being churned into a system that has no real end goal in mind. The point is just to churn money and to make more money. And there's no end to it. Billionaires want to become multi-billionaires. Millionaires want to become billionaires. Everybody wants to have more money, but really what they want is what money represents, which appears to be the comfortable lifestyle, the interesting lifestyle, the being able to go and travel to fancy places because they look nice and to be able to enjoy that. These are things that we can do without consumerism. Yes, we need money, and in this world, I'm not saying money is bad. I'm saying that we don't need a lot of the things that we think we do in order to be happy. So the number one thing you can do for yourself is to put a big emphasis on social connection, because social connection is the most important thing to human happiness, and everything else comes afterwards, but social connection is the most important. So what's the solution to all this? Yeah, social connection. There isn't really much else that we can do, and it's not really a problem that even needs to be solved. Like, if one day everybody were just to, you know, simultaneously, we all would just destroy our phones and then start spending time with our neighbors once again, we would probably find the world like fixed overnight. But of course, that's not going to happen, because consumerism and the products it creates are designed to be addictive, and were designed to have us rely on them to fulfill basic fundamental human needs. And unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't actually fulfill those needs, it just pretends to be those things. But yeah, I don't know, I'm just yapping at this point. It's something that I thought was kind of interesting, but the most important thing that I want to emphasize is social connection will make you happier than any consumerism, any watch, any machine that you can buy or whatever. It's people that matter most. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching.